AFTV, Lee, I know that you know, during the stream, you're very upset, very angry that basically we've just thrown away the FA Cup. We've gone out with a whimper, haven't we? We won it last year. It was the thing that gave us a lot of pride last year because it was the way we won it, the teams we got past to win it. And now today, we've just gone out with a whimper.
It's no good gloating about it, beating all these teams and saying, oh, like, FA Cup, yeah, great, this is it, you know, it's our cup and all that. And then putting a performance like that, team selection and everything about it. You know, Mikel Arteta, a lot of people have said about, oh, he's kept his job because of the FA Cup, and then I see that. Robbie, I'm a big fan of the FA Cup. Been brought up on it. And I don't like to see what I see today. I don't like to see the arrogance of my football club, the arrogance of thinking we're better than what we are. And I don't like it. I don't like it. That today was poor.
The arrogance in what way?
Look, listen, Southampton are a half-decent side. To first of all, to disrespect them by going down there and making 7, 8 changes when they've only made 1 or 2, you know, and then expect to win the game. You know, I don't see
so how about, you know, how about looking at some of those players that have come in today, right? Because it's not like those changes that have made you brought in a load of kids, right? Apart from Eddie and Nketiah, you know what I mean? You've got Willian who's come in, Pepe's come in, El Neni. These guys they played a lot of first-team football. They've been around. They by rights, should be the guys starting every week. You know?
Listen. Players out there letting this football club down, you know, for whatever reason, you know what I mean. Willian, I just don't know what's gone on there. It just looks like a poor signing from. I can't explain it. Pepe today, poor again. But I will, in their defence, and I'm going to go in defence of Eddie. Now, if they're playing and they've got the midfield, they've got Saka playing, they've got Smith Rowe playing, they may have a better game. But when you've got players like El Neni and Xhaka playing in midfield who don't create, it's tough for them to look to do that. Like, you know, look at the game when it changed when Partey and Saka came on. 2 players come on and we looked at a different team. So instead of making 7, 8 changes, why just make 3 or 4? Play a couple of them in there. And people will turn around and say, oh, what if they get injured and what if they don't? Players can get injured at any stage of the season.
So you have had a lot of games in recent, you know, we just had the busy Christmas period. Even January has been unusually busy with games, right? Then next week you've got Southampton again at the same ground. Then you've got Manchester United at the weekend. Right, yeah. Followed up by, you know, these games.
I get that.
You're going to get burnout of players. Right. You've got a guy like Smith Rowe who's been, you know, he's had a lot of injuries, right? Suppose he goes on there today and does his hamstring or he's tightening of his muscles or something, and he's out for those next 2 games. So that's why he's used the squad. Those players that have come in, as I said, Willian's, Pepe's, Eddie Nketiah, who's probably been beating down his door saying, when am I going to get a start? They've not justified that, have they?
No, they haven't justified that, but my argument to that is, so these 2 league games now, Southampton away and Manchester United at home, are important, are they? For what? For us to get where? What, 6th or 7th? Is it about the money then, because you get an extra £1 million for an extra place?
Do you think the FA Cup was more important than these league games?
It's a trophy, Robbie. I'm sorry. You know, last season we come 10th or 8th or 9th and we won 8th. We come 8th last season and we won the FA Cup. I'll tell you what, coming 8th and winning the FA Cup's better than coming 8th and winning nothing. And that's my point. You know what I mean? I know, all right, yes, it might crack over the cracks and things like that, but at the end of the day, it's a trophy. Well, you know, Arsenal, you know, we've been gloating about, oh, this is our cup, we win the FA Cup the most. I want to win, you know, 6th or 7th, we're picking a team there today. Mostly those players, Willian and Pepe, have played in these games that have got us where we are in this position in the league. Now, Mikel Arteta, you know, is under pressure to do things. You know, he's a young manager learning his trade and he's chucking away games. Now, if he comes here on Tuesday night and they don't win on Tuesday night, what are we going to say then? What are we going to say then? You know, I mean, like, this is my argument. Win the games in front of you. Momentum. I don't think we should be making all those. I was really looking forward to today's FA Cup game. I felt like, no, you know, not so much pressure. See what we can do. I thought there would be 1 or 2 changes. You've got to ask yourself a question today. You know, I don't like to slag off someone like Eddie. I don't. But if you was Balogun today, you're going to go into that office and say, you want me to sign when you're continually playing this player in front of me?
You had chances today.
Had chances, yeah.
They weren't super duper. Well, actually, a couple of them were. What you as a striker, you know, when you're playing against top quality teams, those are the sort of chances you're going to get. And he literally scuffed every chance he had, didn't he?
Yeah, and he did. And I don't like to put too much pressure on.
You don't like to put pressure on, but this is when you're playing for Arsenal up front and you're starting in front of, you know, big name players, the pressure's on. That's how it is.
I get that and I understand that. But in his defence, and I will try and defend when I can, is that, you know, when was the last time I see Eddie play? How long ago was it? Before Christmas? 5, 6, 7 weeks ago?
So what happens? You just don't play him ever
well,
again?
Like, you know, you're asking a kid to come in under pressure to be, you know, at Arsenal.
It's Arsenal.
Seven, you know, hasn't played for 7 weeks, and then expect him to be on the top of his game.
Injured. He's been playing. He's been training.
You know, Robbie, like, you know,
he's been training well. That's what Arteta said.
Games are different, like, you know. And then if you are going to play him, put like Smith Rowe in there as someone that where he's going to get more creativity and all that. He was feeding off scraps today. And also, I'm going to have to say, their two centre halves are half decent. You know, I just feel that, you know, if you're going to make changes, then fair enough. And we've made loads of changes, then perhaps you can't really criticise the players too much about that. What you're going to have to do is, I criticise Arteta for the way he's gone about it. And at the end of the day, Southampton's manager has made the statement, I'm going as strong. I think he left out a keeper and a midfield player. He's left out 9 players. So the 9 players that play today will play on Tuesday night. I expect Arsenal then to run all over them because that's how it is.
Well,
that ain't going to happen. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. So why make so many changes? That's my beef today. You know? And then my next beef about it today is, all right, make the changes if that's what you want to do, right? But have them options on the bench. 3 or 4 of them are, you know what I mean, they're at home. Not even travelled. You know? And we bring on 2 players in Partey and Saka, and we look so much better. Now, my point is about that, and I want someone to come and explain this to me, right, is if they come on and we get the goal, we've then got another 30 minutes of extra time. So why are we resting these players? Why did you bring them on? Why did you bring them on? Because they're going to be playing another 30 minutes if we get the equaliser. So they ain't really getting a rest, Robbie, are they? Yeah. In theory. Yeah. So why don't you play your best team, get it done and then rest them? Or just make 1 or 2 changes? I just feel today...
It's a tough balance, isn't it?
It is a tough balance. But when you're Arsenal Football Club, I think you should be challenging for every trial. Now, if your squad's not good enough or strong enough, what does that tell you? If you can't compete, we're not competing in the Champions League, we're not competing... in the league, we're not competing for the title where, this is important. Like Arsene Wenger, I remember throwing away for FA Cups when we got Champions League quarter-finals and we're going for the league. We're 8th in the league, right? Or 10th in the league or whatever we are now, right? We're not challenging for the title. Now, on the stream, you said, I wonder if Man United and Liverpool will make changes. They're going for a title, Robbie. You know what I mean? Like, so they can, I'd be a little bit more... saying, oh yeah, but we're not even in the title race, Robbie, and we're resting players. You know, I understand that other teams are going to do that, but we're not in the Champions League. We're in the Europa League. We've got, all right, we're going to concentrate on that now, are we?
Listen, you know what? You've had fans saying, listen, it's only the FA Cup, fed up with winning the FA Cup and things like that.
Never fed up with winning a trophy. How can you be fed up with winning a trophy?
You've had some fans say that it's only the FA Cup. You know, our fans sometimes. So, you know, we're out of that now. Now we can concentrate and try to push up the league if that's what they want.
Listen, I'm going to say this now. It's no good, and I've got it on my group chat with a few of them on there going, oh, well, it's only the FA Cup. They were going mad about it when we won the FA Cup in August. You know, you can't have it both ways, Robbie. You either you're in it or you're out of it. And that is a fact. You know, and it's more important for 3 points on Tuesday night. Well, all right, okay. If that's the theory that it is, right, we're out in the FA Cup and we get 3 points on Tuesday. That might take us up a place.
What would you rather? Right? Suppose look, this is completely hypothetical, especially after you see that performance today. But let's just say we went on an unbelievable run and got into the top 4. Would you rather that a top 4 finish or win the FA Cup?
Right. Top 4 is very important for the money men of Arsenal Football Club. The board, it's very, very important for them, 4th in the league. Yeah, to go out in the group stages last 16 like we've done for how many years? Because that's what happened. We used to go, got to get into the top 4. As soon as we come out of the group stages, we went to Bayern Munich and places like that, losing 5-0. Yeah, we've been there. We've done it. You know what I mean? So I'm not interested in money making. I'm interested in winning trophies. You know what I mean? That's what matters to me, winning a trophy, putting it on the shelf. You know, we all take the mickey out of them down the road because they ain't won a trophy, right? But when they've got top 4, you know what I mean? It's different, isn't it? You know, at the end of the day, you can't have it both ways, Robbie. You know,
So,
listen, if Arsenal go on now to the end of the season and get top 4 and win it on top 4, right? Yeah, okay, right. Then you've got to turn around and go, that's fine. You've done the right thing, like, you know what I mean? But I'm telling you that now, like, you know, I'll go on I'll crawl doing a 5 metre, whatever it is, 5K run. I'll get on my hands and knees and crawl it if we get to 4th in the league after this today, like, because it ain't going to happen. But I'll tell you what could have happened today. We get a result today. We go to Wolves and win. You never know who you're going to get in the next round. And we've got another trip to Wembley. You know, we won the FA Cup last season. The worst thing about it, Robbie, is we couldn't go. You know, the chances are we could be going to this one night and we just tossed it away. And I'm furious. I'm furious that we've done that today. Yes, I get it. I get it about the League Cup. I get it a little bit on the League Cup, make a few changes in that. But we're making change. You know, under Arsene Wenger, we used to make changes and play all the kids in the League Cup, and then come to the FA Cup and we play our squad. You know, when are we going to try and win things? You know, we're not challenging, and we're not good enough to challenge for the top 4, let alone a title, and we're happy to just toss away FA Cups. You know, let's get in a reality check here. You know, when we're good enough, and challenging for the top 4 and challenging for the title, then I accept what I've seen today in team selection. But when we're a mid-table team with no chance of winning the league, I don't like to see that today.
Hi, I'm Robbie Lyle from AFTV, and I've supported Prostate Cancer UK for many years, and I'm delighted to be signing up for Cancer Deadline Day. Cancer is a devastating disease, and one man dies every 45 minutes from prostate cancer. And if you're black like me, it affects 1 in 4. COVID-19 has really had cancer charities under pressure, and it's been harder than ever for them to be able to raise money. So I'm calling on all football fans, players, clubs, legends, all supporters to participate in Cancer Deadline Day. Click the link in the description and you can select your football club and make a donation and help your club reach the top of the giving table. So click the link in the description right now and make a donation and help us to give cancer the boot.